everyone. My name is Miss Julia, and today I will be going over what AREIs are. AREIs are an important part of your debate class. They are the kind of foundation and the crucial elements to your debate, and no matter what level you are in. If you are in the Honors 1 or Honors 2 level, you are going to have ARE and maybe I, but for Honors 3 and up, the rest of you will be using AREI when it comes to your debate class. So let's talk about what AREI is. So first is assertion. So what is your point? An assertion is the main idea of an argument. It should be a short, clear, complete sentence. So for example, this one says academies hurt mental health. All right, and we will go over an example. We'll write an AREI together, which will hopefully help you more with understanding all of these elements. But your book should lay out your assertions pretty easily, and your teacher should tell you what all of the assertions of your debate topic that month. Next is reasoning. Why is your assertion true? Use logic to prove your point by explaining why and how your point is true. Most reasoning sections start with these words. This is because. So this is because students are stressed. So it's explaining how or why academies hurt students' mental health. How, why? Explain it. Tell me how it does. Because you can't just say it hurts mental health without explaining how or why. Well, because students are stressed, they have a lot of different academies, they have a lot of homework, which hurts a student's mental health. Next is E, which is evidence. Some of your teachers might let you use examples, but in this book and in most classes, you are going to be asked to find evidence. So evidence are numbers, facts, or stories that support your assertion. So it shows that your point is true in the real world. And remember to state the name and date of your source. You can also use stories from your life. Again, you can use stories from your life would be the examples, but most teachers are going to want the evidence from you. So a 2015 study done by Asorno reported that South Korean students studied 12 hours a day. This makes students unhappy. The happiness index found that South Korean teens say that they are unhappy because of the pressure to study. So again, this piece of information is showing, okay, actually, South Korean students are stressed, and here's the evidence to prove that. Here's a piece of information that I found either from my book or from the internet that shows, look, here is your proof. Here's what I am proving and using to prove to show that academies do hurt mental health. And lastly is impact. So why is your argument important? An impact shows why your argument is important in the debate. It might also explain how people's lives are made better or worse, if lives are saved, if people will become sick, or if life is made easier or harder. And I think this is the hardest part of an argument, because you have to kind of think, how will this impact people's lives? If students' mental health is hurt, how will that affect their lives? And in here, it says students will be angrier, sadder, and are more likely to get sick. And academies are hurting students. So it's showing if their mental health is hurt, what will happen from that? Why is that important? And from here, it says that they will become angry, sad, and will get sick. So I hope this going over these few sections of an AREI was helpful. Again, with the impact, you can always come back to this video, or in your book, there should be a section on AREI, and you can kind of help write your assertions in your workbook, or assertions, reasoning, evidence, and impact in your book, and kind of use this as a guideline for that. So moving on, we are going to write one together. So we are going to go over the topic about junk food being allowed in schools. So first, and when you write your AREIs, it should be kind of all together. So this is how we're going to lay it out. So assertion. All right, and we're going to use the assertion junk food makes children obese. And this means that junk food, so this is our argument, we're saying junk food should not be allowed in schools, and that's because it makes children obese, it makes children overweight, it makes children fat, okay? So that is our argument. Now we have to explain it. So how or why does junk food make children obese? Okay, so we should be using 3 or more sentences in our reasoning. I know it sounds like a lot, but in order to get that point across and try and tell us how junk food actually makes children obese, or in any of your arguments, you're going to need 3 or more sentences. So our first sentence, we're going to explain how junk food is bad for you. So junk food is filled with sugar, fat, and salt, and which is all the things that make junk food taste delicious and keep you coming back for more. So the fats, the sugars, and the salt makes children want to keep eating it, makes people want to keep eating it, okay? However, these ingredients cause people to gain weight. Okay, so if you eat a lot of sugar, a lot of fat, a lot of salt, you'll gain weight. If junk food is available at school, then children will be likely to eat it. The more junk food they eat, the more weight they will gain. So as you can see, I have at least 3 sentences. I have actually 4 here, and I'm explaining how junk food makes children obese or overweight. So they are eating things that are filled with sugar and fat and salt, and they keep on eating it. They keep eating more, and if it's at school with them, they're going to want to keep eating and keep eating it more, and eventually, as they keep eating more, they will gain weight. Next is our evidence. So now we need a fact or a piece of information that helps support this argument that shows junk food does make children obese or overweight. So according to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, or the OECD, it's really important that you guys are putting according to, because if you just say 26% of South Korean boys and 22.6% of girls ages 5 to 12 were, if you just put 26.4 and 22.6% of girls were obese. Okay, good, but where did you get that information? I need you to tell me. So this I got from the OECD, or it was found in the debate book. That's where I got it. Some teachers will allow you to get evidence from the debate book. Some will make you find it outside on the computer, but it's really important that you are citing your sources. You're telling us where you're getting it from. So according to is a great way to do that. And then after evidence, you're going to want to kind of link it to the argument. So if junk food is allowed in schools, this number will only increase. So again, you're kind of wrapping up what you're trying to say, proving that the percentage of obese children in South Korea is a significant amount, and it's only going to get bigger if they keep eating junk food, shows that junk food does make children obese. And lastly, our impact. So why is it bad, or why is it important that children don't eat junk food, or what will something good or bad happen to them if this happens? So children will live happier, healthier, and longer lives if junk food is banned from schools. So this is one complete AREI for you. It has your assertion, it has your argument that you are telling us the main idea. It has your 3 sentences of reasoning telling us how junk food makes children obese. We have evidence that supports our claim, and then your sentence connecting it all together. And then we have our impact, which is important. So if junk food is not in schools, children will be happier. All right. So I hope this helped with everything with your AREIs. Your teacher will be happy to help you and anything that you need, but hopefully this helped clear up a little more things for you for debate class. All right. Thank you very much. Good luck.